How's it going, everybody? We're here for the post-TNA Sacrifice pay-per-view report here at Figure4Online.com. Brian and Vinny.
Hey, y'all.
And it is a special day today on, I guess, what is it, May 13th? I don't know if everybody's aware, but today is Pikachu Day.
Awesome.
That's right. We made sure to arrange for Gabe Sapolsky to have a full hour on Wrestling Observer Live just for Pikachu.
Wow.
And in addition to that, not only are we going to review the Sacrifice pay-per-view, but we're also going to review Impact just for Pikachu.
That's amazing.
I'm hoping that he can pull himself away from cybersex long enough to actually listen to this update, because we learned a lot about young Pikachu tonight and what he does in his spare time.
Wow, hopefully not while listening to Observer Live.
Dating sims. Seriously.
All right, then.
Yeah. So I hope that he's got some time to listen to this, because we're doing this just for him.
I hope he can pull himself away from himself for an hour or so.
Sure,
and,
yeah.
And just give us his time.
Well, you know, things are crazy. Things are crazy when you got lots of stuff to do on the internet on a Sunday night. So let's get into the Impact review for today. Want to make sure that we cover this before we get into the the Sacrifice pay-per-view, because God knows, TNA Impact was just a packed show. It was full of excitement.
Stuff we could not miss. You're in quite a mood.
We could not miss this for the world.
Have you been doing cocaine?
No, absolutely not.
You're full of joy.
I've been on the board.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's been crazy the last couple of days. Let me read here what old Pikachu does for fun.
All right.
This was actually asked by Alan Farrell. What do you do for fun, Pikachu? You know, off the internet. Play any sports or anything?
Wait, this is on the board?
Yeah.
What's the thread title?
What a loaded question that is. His answer was, and I quote, play dating sims. I'm going through the Saber route in Fate/Stay Night right now, and I've got all the alternate routes in Tsukihime to go through, or something of that nature.
I'm so happy I don't know what any of this means.
Sure. Please enlighten us to the source of all this business. ROH, Joshi, Games, FSN, Dragon Quest, God of War, Books, Comics, Hustle, MIRC, Anime, and Wade Keller. What more is there in this world? Trumped us.
Yeah, I didn't do any of that stuff.
So the main event is Hulk Hogan versus Kevin Nash.
Hogan comes out in jeans, boots, and a short-sleeved rash guard.
Boots with a heel on them.
Yeah.
Cowboy boots. Yeah.
They explain this as his street clothes.
Hey, I buy that. The man wears a do-rag every day for the past 30 years.
That's true.
Have you seen it anyway? Kevin Nash comes out. First of all, I have seen this as a gift before. The most ridiculous pyro display of all time. It becomes self-parody to the point where there's sparklers and bombs and shooting stars and everything's going on for minutes. And he turns around and looks at it like he can't believe it's going on this long. And then he turns back and points at Hogan and they zoom in. It's still going off. The pyro just goes forever.
It was like a finale of a Kiss show.
Yes, actually.
It was massive.
I did not write down all of Buffer's introduction, but I had to note, although he is a native of Detroit, Michigan, his accomplishments and glory in professional wrestling make him a citizen of the world.
Although he's a native of Detroit, Michigan, his accomplishments and glory in professional wrestling make him a citizen of the world.
He's so bad.
What? A citizen of the world?
Yeah.
So Scott Hall comes out. They're buddies now, which actually were by the end of the show anyway.
Yep.
So Scott Steiner's in Hogan's corner. Scott Hall's in Nash's corner. They all go down there. Fans are chanting for Goldberg as the bell rings. They stall for a minute or two. They do a stare down. Nash pushes him into the corner. And Hogan pokes him in the chest. Nash takes this giant bump.
Biggest one he's ever taken.
Hogan, I believe in the newsletter, Brian said it was like he'd been shot by a sniper. And Hogan covers him, and the ref counts 3. Now, of course, I knew all of this was going to happen, so I wasn't watching anything they did. I was only watching the fans. Nash takes his bump, and no one can figure out why. So they all jump up in confusion. They don't cheer. There's like one guy who cheers. Mostly they just all stand up, arms down at their sides. And then the ref counts 3, and they remain standing, arms at their sides, mouths agape. They've just been fucked. All 40,000 of them.
This was so hilariously, laughably awful. It was so bad.
This was their plan.
Yeah, this was in Atlanta, the home of Bill Goldberg. You sold 38,000 tickets to see Goldberg perform. He gets sent to the cops down to the precinct, and then he rushes back here at the end. So they've just changed the title. They fucked the fans. Hogan's the champion. Now it's Goldberg's chance. And what does he do?
Goldberg runs out. He runs wild a bit. Hits all his big moves.
Nearly kills Nash with a super kick.
Yeah. He goes for the jackhammer on Hogan. Now, there's 4 guys out there, so Lex Luger's run out to watch his back. But as soon as Goldberg goes for the jackhammer, Lex turns on him. Lex lays him out. They all gang up on him. They put him in the torture rack. He's still got the cuffs on, so they cuff him to the ropes. They've got a taser now. They tase him again. And they tear off his shirt and they spray paint him. NWO for life all over his back. It's like, okay, we've seen this 100 times before. Then Hall and Hogan get the bright idea, hey, let's paint his head.
Let's paint Goldberg's head.
They spray black paint on the back of his head. And then Hogan just puts a red stripe right down the top. Bill Goldberg did not know this was coming. Bill Goldberg was not happy about it. Like you say, we watched that 24. I watch every Goldberg segment in a new light now. Because I know how pissed off at the world he was, which is a quality trait to admire in a man. But he hated everything. Why would you fuck with him?
Because he was handcuffed to the ropes.
He wouldn't always be.
Well,
he wasn't going to be there till the end of time.
They're so lucky that dude was handcuffed to the ropes right here.
Oh, my God.
Probably they used a real cattle prod They were like, just in case, got this fucking thing if this guy gets loose.
Well, it's funny you bring that up because after they spray paint his head, he starts throwing kicks and punches at him. They back up. Hall goes back to zapping the cattle prod again, and Goldberg is not having this. There's no selling for this cattle prod this time.
He does not sell the cattle
He's
prod.
Like, fuck all of you, I'm going to kill you all. And they take the belt, and they tag it again, and Nash says, deja vu. Yep. 2.5 years ago. 2.5 years ago, Hulk Hogan was the third man at Bash at the Beach, and now we're just starting over.
You know what's amazing about it, too? Nash, the booker, as they're spray painting the belt and everything, Nash starts laughing and saying, "Isn't deja vu great?" Because he thought this was so fucking awesome. They thought this was going to turn it all around. The band is back together again. Hulk Hogan is champion. The NWO is back. We fucking got it made. This was the beginning of the end. Actually, we've said that like 15 times.
This really was, though.
This was another big beginning of the end.
This was the point of no return.
No, actually, believe it or not, it wasn't, because they do the February pay-per-view and still... Their February pay-per-view with Hogan versus Flair does a better buy rate than WWE's February pay-per-view with Vince versus Steve Austin.
That is stunning, actually.
It's mind-blowing. Yeah. Now, over the next 52 weeks, I think they went from like a 1 point something to a 0.1. So it completely collapses in the next 52 weeks. But yes, this was fucking bullshit. It was a horrible show, and it sucked.
The best thing is, Nash didn't have to really drop the title. He beat Goldberg, and
yeah, they squandered it.
And then Hogan didn't beat Goldberg. He was given the title.
Yes.
So
they squandered the end of the streak.
They did that too.
And
the title, because Nash doesn't care about it.
And and Nash could beat Goldberg, but Hogan couldn't, and was given the title.
Everything about this was stupid. There's nothing positive to say about any of this.
No, this absolutely sucked. Terrible show, everybody.
A miserable television show.
Horrible.
I can't imagine anyone ever watched again, to be honest.
2 more years. 2.5.
Man. When's it go to 2 hours?
I got about a year.
Okay. Then I have Undertaker.
Oh, good.
I looked this up, and did you know that the pallbearer nicknamed Undertaker Wendy?
I did know that. I think you might have told us that once before in your facts.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah, because remember Wendy's, because he's a redhead? We talked about Wendy's. The Wendy's girl is a redhead.
Oh, well, what do you expect of my...
Advanced age? I know.
Okay, then I've got all these names that Undertaker was under. The Phenomenon, the Dead Man, Tall Bastard.
What?
Excuse me?
Yeah, Tall Bastard.
I heard Granny say damn, hell, and bastard tonight.
Something's going on.
Mr. Dead Boy.
Mr. Dead Boy?
Yeah, the Great Fowler. Big Evil. Punch McLightning.
Wait, hold on.
The Great
Fowler.
The Great Scowler.
No.
The Great Scowler.
You're going too fast. I need time to absorb these. The Great Fowler. And I'm almost positive she said Punch McLightning. Was that right, Granny?
Did. Yeah, Punch McLightning.
Of course.
And Evil Chops.
Evil Chops.
And Spooks the Ghost Lad.
What?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Hey, I've got this thing where I get all this stuff, and all of it's for real.
No, it's not. Just because you read something on the internet doesn't mean it's real. He was never the Great Fowler. I don't even know what that means.
That's what it said.
It's wrong.
Oh, God.